All right, guys, what's going on? Austin here, and in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the extra points, Week 7, booming and busting defenses. So, my start this week, I actually like the Jets against Denver. Now, the Jets don't have a great defense, but what they do have is the opportunity to go up against one of the worst offenses in the entire National Football League. The Jets have a star defensive player at every level. They've got Quinn Williams on the interior. I like Jermaine Johnson on the edge. They've got C.J. Mosley at the linebacking spot. They've got Sauce Gardner in the secondary, right? For all those reasons, I like this matchup, especially because the Jets blitz a lot, which leaves, it turns the defense from a too high safety, to a one high safety, or sometimes, like an all out blitz. And Denver doesn't have the deep ball, so this is a really good matchup for the Jets this week. Packers at Washington. Washington was without their quarterback. They're going to be running with a backup. That coupled with the fact that their offense is just their offensive line, at least, is just awful. And the Packers are going to be able to get to them. This might be the first get-right game for the Packers defense and offense, for that matter, that we've seen this year. So look for the Packers to have a great game against the Commanders. Now, the Giants at Jacksonville and the Jags against the Giants, these are both good matchups because I don't like either of these offenses. I think they're quarterbacked by turnover-prone passers, as well as, these defenses are commanded by, very high-end, maybe a little overperforming, but good defensive players. And so, for those reasons, if you're struggling, if, you have if you're starting the Bills defense and then you have the Rams as your backup, so, both of them are on a bye, the Giants and the Jaguars are great pickup options. On this side, the Cowboys defense, who's been one of the best in the league against Detroit, I would like to sit every defense against Detroit because Detroit has one of the best offenses in the league. They got shut out entirely, 0 points against New England, and they're still averaging 28 points per game, through these first 5 weeks of the season for them. The Titans against Indianapolis. Now, the Titans are one of the middle of the pack defenses, and Indianapolis looks like one of the higher rated defenses, but those are inflated stats from, the poor performance against Jacksonville, and then just that ugly low-scoring game against the Denver Broncos. And then the Ravens versus Cleveland, rather. The Ravens just have a bad defense in general. They get a lot of takeaways, and so if they're playing against a team that can get yards in general, those yards are going to lead to points, almost guaranteed. Now, Cleveland doesn't really turn the football over a lot because they run the football a lot, and Jacoby Brissett's been a very good, at least underrated, but good passer for them so far this year. And then I'm going to say the Broncos versus the Jets. The Jets have too many offensive options for them to stay so low and so dormant, in the passing game. And I think there's eventually going to come a point where they're just going to go off. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was this week that they just blow up and end up having, 300 yards passing, 6 touchdowns total in the game. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date on all of our future content.